Hey everyone, welcome to our third data pack for the NASCAR iRacing Class C Fixed Series with the truck. We're here at Martinsville this week. It should be a lot of fun, a lot of beating and banging. So here we are coming through 3 and 4. I kind of run a little bit high, but keep it on the concrete. Get back to the gas really hard. You hit the line at about 112. And hard on the brakes through 1 and 2. I enter a little high, take a late apex, entering 3. We're going to have our right sides roll over the beginning part of the concrete there in turn 3 and back to the gas really hard. And our first lap is a 20.348. Coming to lap 10. This week the races are a little bit longer. You got a 65 lap race, and that's quite a bit here for Martinsville. You know, they're about 20-second laps, so it's going to want to manage your tires and make sure you keep the tires on the truck just in case you do get a long run. Probably likely you'll have a few yellows, so hit strategy is going to be really important because you never know, there could be some guys who stay out and steal some track position and you just can't find your way back to the front. Lap 20, entering turn 1, nice and hard on the brakes. The truck doesn't really change handling too much here, but sometimes you do have to, you know, right there, I just have to let off the gas a little bit off the turn, just because I didn't feel comfortable keeping it wide open. That'll happen sometimes, so just, you know, keep that in mind that, you know, the car might start to feel like it's stepping out a little bit, and it's really just best to back off the throttle at that point. There's no need to put added heat in your tires, especially only 20 laps into a run. If this was a race, we don't need to be abusing our tires any more than we need to. Lap 30. And we're getting up to about 115 into turn 1. I just did a 20.98 my last lap. Really, the lap times don't fall off too much here. It's about a second over the 65 laps. But you'll definitely notice that it's possible to manage your tires in a way that helps you run possibly a tenth to a couple tenths faster than trucks that are sliding around a little bit more than you. By the end of the race, there will be a very sharp discrepancy between the trucks that managed their tires well and the trucks that didn't manage their tires well. Jumping out to lap 50 here and entering turn 1. I'm running a little bit lower on entry just because the car's not turning as well there, so just entering the turns just a bit sooner because it's harder to get the truck to turn. And right here through 3 and 4, I just didn't quite get it turned as well as I wanted to. So you really have to put a lot of wheel input here, and you're really not abusing your tires too much by doing that. So don't be worried that you're abusing your tires very much, because you're just going so slow in the center of the turns here that it's really not eating up the tires much. But you do have to keep in mind if you do overdrive the turn, then definitely the added wheel input will make a big difference in your tire wear. Lap 64, going through 1 and 2 right here. Just catch the curb there just a little bit on exit, and that's something you definitely don't want to do here. You want to stay far enough away from that curb where you don't accidentally hit it. Lap 65, entering turn 1 here. I'm trying to keep my fall off within a second, so I was pushing it really hard. I kind of wheeled it off turn 2 there, got back to the brakes hard for turn 3, and slowing all the way down to 59 miles per hour through the center of the turn there, 3 and 4. And my last lap was a 21.336, so just about a second fall off for this week. So not too much fall off, but definitely want to manage your tires just in case it does go green. And you really want to take your pit strategy into consideration this week. You want to really plan it out and know what you're going to do in every situation. So keep that in mind, and it should be a great week of racing. Have a lot of fun, and we'll see you next week.